Hi, my name is Kobe Warner. This is KOBLIZZY, and I am super excited to be here today because if you know me, you know I love Taylor Swift. And if you also know me, you know I was not looking in the camera just then, but I'm going to look in the camera now. If you know me, you know I love Taylor Swift. And if you don't live under a rock, you know Taylor Swift just released a new album called Midnights. Actually, before I get to Midnights, there's something I want to mention. Last episode, I briefly mentioned something about a hard drive. I don't even remember what I said, but when I was editing it, I realized that when I was editing the episode, I think the gain's always too high for me. It's always too high. When I was editing the episode, I realized that I didn't mention the rest of the story. I brought up a hard drive situation. So I was using these external hard drives. I still have one that I have had for years that I use for time machine backups for my MacBook. So it just backs up my computer just in case anything ever happens. But I got another one of those, they're like lacy hard drives. I got another one of those hard drives when I started doing this podcast because I wanted to store the episodes on the hard drive, and something absolutely horrifying happened. Actually, the first 8 episodes of this podcast, I don't have the files for anymore because so I don't know what I don't even know what happened. Somehow, it's probably my fault. Honestly, maybe I didn't eject properly, but some they just disappeared from my hard drive one day. And like I said, I suspect it was an issue of ejecting. But yeah, it was really unfortunate. I mean, fortunately, the episodes are online, so I can like still see them, and they're not going anywhere. But hopefully, like they don't ever come down, and I need to re-upload them because in that event, I wouldn't be able to do that. And I'm a person that likes to save things, so like maybe that doesn't sound like a big deal. I also lost like all the files to my music. Fortunately, I was able to get those back because I had them other places. But anyway, yeah, after that, I started feeling really funny about the hard drive. So I just got the biggest package of iCloud storage you can have, and I store everything in my computer. I store every single thing in my computer on my iCloud drive. So I think I briefly mentioned before also that if you got in my iCloud drive, that would be my life. Like, don't hack me, please. That all my shit's there. Maybe I really shouldn't say that. Like, that honestly might be a security issue. Um, but yeah, I don't. My point is, I do not mess with external hard drives anymore. I'm afraid of them, and so like I try to keep as few files of the podcast as possible because obviously video files are huge, especially when they're high resolution. And so, yeah, that really scared me. And I've known a lot of people to have hard drive issues. I saw a girl from the school I used to go to post on her Instagram story that she lost all of her video files, and I don't know her situation, but I was just like, yeah. Oh, it was from an external hard drive. Obviously, that's why I said that. So yeah, I just forgot to say that last episode. I brought it up and then never expanded because I am ADHD. I suspect. I had a psychiatrist tell me that I might have aged out of my ADHD behavior, but honestly, I don't think I have because I still act ADHD. And I do live in this body, so maybe I would know. So I'm checking that. Yeah, so Midnights by Taylor Swift came out on Friday. I'm taping this episode on Sunday, October 23rd. It's going up on Monday, the 24th. And this weekend, I have been a busy bee. I have not been watching The Real Housewives at all because I have been listening to Taylor Swift's new album, Midnights, non mother freaking stop. Also, notice the sibling rivalry bag. Oh, I showed you the meet and greet pictures before. Again, before I talk about Midnight, I showed you the meet and greet pictures before, but I meant to show you this bag that I got, my VIP bag from the sibling rivalry show that I went to in Atlanta a couple weeks ago, October something. So I bought this T-shirt. This didn't come in the bag, but it's in the style of the television show Boondocks. If you're watching the video, this is Bob and Monét. Bob's on the left, Monet's on the right. It says Bob the Drag Queen and Monét Exchange Live Show. At the top, it says Bob and Monét Sibling Rivalry. That's the name of their podcast, and that was the name of the tour, Sibling Rivalry Live. It was fierce. It was real good. This is the this is the VIP pass. that obviously came with it. This is a signed poster that I accidentally spilled my drink on a little bit, but it is a-okay. And it came with the VIP experience. It says MXC for Monet Exchange, and Bob wrote B-O-B. So they're calling you Bob. So they're calling me Bob. I'm trying to roll this girl up. So what else is in here? It's like a show and tell. So I also bought this. Oh no, this is not. I did not get this from the show. This is my Trixie and Katya fan from when I went to see Trixie and Katya in like April of this year. I took that just in case I got hot. I take this with me a lot. They also give you some enamel pins. That's so fun. I'm like Dorit on Beverly Hills Housewives. You watch it when Jamie Lee Curtis was on there, and she was like, "That's so chic" about her children stuff, her fundraiser stuff. But this really is cute. It's a remote, and it says Sibling Rivalry. I might put these on my backpack, my JanSport that JanSport gave me for free. That was my first like free thing from a brand. It's really fun. So that is what came in the situation. I also am really funny. I'm like Kim Kardashian. If you know anything about Kim Kardashian, not that I really need to talk about Kim Kardashian, but she saves a lot of stuff. If you've ever seen Keeping Up with the Kardashians, like from all her dates, I remember her seeing her on a video say that she saved like the box that the chicken tenders or whatever were in from a first date with somebody. Like that's crazy to me. But anyway, I did save the VIP bracelet. I cut it off of my wrist and I put it in the bag with the rest of the stuff. So that is my Sibling Rivalry Bob and Monét haul, and I just wanted to put this up in the background because honestly their podcast and my love for their podcast and Emma Chamberlain's podcast is kind of what inspired me to start something. I like to think of this podcast is kind of a hybrid. Bob and Monét argue a lot on their podcasts. I kind of argue with myself. And Emma, what attracted me to her podcast is that she mentions that she records it from the comfort of her bed. I think that's what it says in the description. And I was like, yeah, that's fierce. Like I still literally have a blanket on right now. I'm not even wearing pants. That's hence the blanket. But I do have a Beyonce candle in the background. Oh, these are my CDs. I obviously am filming in a different direction today. If you look here, that calendar up there is the Golden Girls. If you're watching the video, over there is Lady Gaga, Born This Way. That's Naomi Campbell on a phone with Coke cans in her hair. Up there's Gigi Good. This is only if you're watching the video, folks. But this is a mini room tour. And anyway, like I said, back here are my CDs. Up here are the new CDs that I've purchased, and down here are the used CDs that my mom has bought me, that my Aunt Selena has given me, that I have thrifted personally, that my mom has thrifted. Most of these CDs down here are used and thrifted, or secondhand given to me by somebody I know. And up here, for the most part, are new CDs that I've purchased for like my favorite albums and like newer projects and stuff. So I've been thinking about making maybe like a YouTube video, doing a CD collection tour. That's like probably like 150 CDs or so. So it's kind of maybe a smaller collection. I don't know. I'm sure somebody somewhere has a really massive CD collection. But I've been just building mine kind of. And I would love to do it so far. Maybe have a little record of it and do another update down the road as I collect more. Because I really do like CDs. They sound really great. And fortunately, my car still has a CD player because, you know, some cars don't need more. And I have a CD player up there, right there. That's a CD player that I can listen to CDs on. Anyway, it's time to talk about Midnight. So I was doing really good at first looking at the camera, and then recently, for the past minute or two, I've been looking down at my face. So now I'm going to make an effort to look back at the camera. It's really a challenge for me. I think I need to like put this webcam on a little tripod or something and just get my laptop out of the situation, because having my face right here is way too tempting for me because I like to look at myself. Not always in a loving way, but I'm always looking. Like that was the problem that was about Zoom college for me. For a period of time, I had to do college on Zoom, and I was rarely ever looking at the people who were talking. It was the fact that I could see myself all the time was really a problem because I really like to perceive myself. I realize. Anyway, like I used to like take pictures in class of me and be like, "Oh my god, look how cute I look in class right now." Bitch, you're not paying attention. Okay, so just before we get into the album itself, I want to talk about the phenomenon that Renaissance has been so far. It's only Sunday, October 23rd. It came out on Friday, October 21st, and that was like 2 days ago, 3 days ago. This is the third day that it's been out, and this album has been a phenomenon. It really, really has. So I would just like to start with I've screenshotted some screen grabs for some facts for the kids, so I can come correct. So Midnight's sold over 800,000 copies in its first day of release in the United States, the fastest selling album since Reputation by Taylor Swift 5 years ago. That is from Chart Data on Twitter. That is crazy pants. Um, Midnight is now the number one best-selling album of the year in the U.S. by pure sales after 1 day of release, surpassing Harry Styles' Harry House. Listen again to that. It's the number one best-selling album of the year in the U.S. by pure sales after 1 day of release. That is fantastic, Miss Taylor Swift. Midnights by Taylor Swift is now the biggest female debut of 2022 on Spotify. 184 million. Oh, wait, excuse me. 184.6 million streams in a day. Previously held by Beyonce's Renaissance at 43.37 million. And then I screenshotted this off of the Beehive Twitter group that I'm in. And the person that quoted it said, I just feel like you didn't need to include the number like OMG. It really is crazy. Taylor's debut is 184 million. Beyonce's is 43 million roughly. But it's different situations. You know, Beyonce, I think, is at a different point in her career. I think Taylor Swift, Beyonce has 3 babies. She has Ivy Park, you know, whatever else she's working on and hiding from us. Shea Coulee tweeted and deleted the other day that Beyonce is, you know, don't stop pressuring the lady. The visuals are coming, which made it sound like Shea Coulee's in one of the visuals. I hope she doesn't get edited out because she tweeted that. But anyway, so Beyonce's busy right now and she's working for sure. I'm not saying that. And I would just like to say I love Beyonce. I love Taylor Swift. They are artists. They're 2 artists that I've loved for a very, 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 very long time. My first discovery of Beyonce was 2011 or 12. My dad was Love on Top came on the radio, and my dad showed it to me, and I was like, wow. And so then when her next album came out in 2014, Beyonce, 13 or 14. When Beyonce, the album came out, I think it was 14. The self-titled album, I was around for the release, and I was watching the music videos on the family computer. And so I remember way back then when I was like, yeah, 11 or 12, just really, really loving Beyonce. And Taylor Swift goes back even farther than that, man. Like, I remember Fearless way back in the day. I really, 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 really love both of these artists. But like I said, Beyonce doesn't feel the need to promote her music anymore. She doesn't feel like she has to. And that's valid. I get it. She's at a different place. Beyonce is on um a different plane. She's an alien superstar, you know? Taylor Swift, on the other hand, you know, she could take a route like Beyonce has. She doesn't have a 25-year career yet, but she has a lot to show for her 15, 16 years, 17 years of working. I don't know exactly how many it is, but I mean, that she's been working her ass off, man. And Taylor Swift right now, I think more than ever is especially really, I mean, honey, grinding. Just like no other. In the past 2 years, since 2020, she's put out 5 records: Folklore, Evermore, Red Taylor or Fearless Taylor's version, Red Taylor's version, and Midnight's. And these are not Fearless had 30 songs. Excuse me, that not Fearless. Red had 30 songs. Fearless had like, 20 some, the upper 20s, above 25, I think, 26, 27, something like that. Like, these are hefty albums, big projects, large undertakings. And I mean, there's no telling what else she's doing behind the scenes. She has four more albums to re-record. She has Taylor Swift 1989, Taylor Swift Speak Now 1989, and Reputation. So there's no telling what's going on behind the scenes right now, you know? Um and I really really think she's on a mission to reclaim her narrative, because after Scooter Braun, after her record, her masters were sold out from under her in 2019. Um, I think that lit a fire under her ass to really, really cement herself as a formidable, untouchable force in pop music. Taylor Swift's numbers are like no other, and her promotional tactics are absolutely and completely, I mean, just intelligent, perfect, well thought out, uh, detailed, persistent. Um, she does not let you forget, and yeah, she's really, really, really smart with the way she promotes her music. But that's the thing, is she really, really puts the pedal to the metal on promotion, and she really takes it seriously. And I feel like, in my opinion, she has her own avenue of promotion. The way she rolls out albums is unlike anybody else. A lot of people criticize the fact that she'll do four different album versions that have like different pictures and information on the inside. But it's intelligent. In the day of streaming, how do you get pure sale numbers? You know, how do you do it? And so I think people are mad at her because she's pulling the numbers. Um, but really, I think you should just accept that your faves aren't prioritizing pure sales. For example, Ariana Grande is somebody who does really, 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 really well with streaming, and not doesn't have the largest, pure sale numbers that you would expect for somebody of her fame and caliber. Somebody I also love a lot and have loved for a long time, since Nickelodeon and 13 on Broadway. Um, but it's because she really, her formidable force was cemented in the streaming era. Her first couple of albums were fantastic, but Dangerous Woman was the last album. Really, streaming was coming on at that point. So by the time Sweetener came around, she was a streaming artist, and Thank You Next broke records like nobody's business, man. So I think Ariana Grande has major success in streaming. Taylor Swift has success in streaming, but she also has success in pure sales because of the way she goes about rolling her music out. And I don't hate the player, man. I mean, I think she is a really, really intelligent artist. And I think more artists could, if they wanted to get pure sales, here's a format to do it, I don't really see anybody doing that. I know people release more than one version of stuff, but I mean, yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with that kind of promotion, in my opinion. Let's talk about the music video. She's released one music video so far. That's for the track number 3, I believe. It's Anti-Hero. And the music video was really good. I saw somebody on Twitter kind of criticize some moments in it for being a little on the nose. And I don't know, touch some grass. Like, let people have fun. you know? The music video was cute. I laughed. It was a good time. I like the song. I have a couple things to say about it, but I'll wait till we get there in the track list. So now, however many minutes we are into the pod, I'm finally gonna start talking about the record, Taylor Swift's brand new album, Midnights. So let me pull up the track list with all of the lyrics. Track number 1's Lavender Haze. I really, really, really like this song. There's some producers on it that are shared with Beyonce's most recent record, Renaissance, actually, which is a lot of fun. It's a pop song. It's infectious. I think it'll do well on the radio when she makes it a single. It's not the first single, but I think when it is a single, because I do believe she will make it a single, it will do well. It's catchy. Meet Me at Midnight is a motif throughout the song. Midnights is obviously the name of the record. And while midnight is a motif in the lyrics of this song, I think midnight is a motif in the lyrics throughout the entire record. There's also a song called Midnight Rain. Lots of talk of midnight here because this album is inspired by Taylor Swift's Sleepless Nights. In her music, a lot. She references 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., the middle of the night, phrases like this. She throws it around all the time in all of her albums, throughout all of her songs. If you've never noticed it, listen and you will hear it. She talks about it in so many places, so many places. She's always talking about the middle of the night. And so I think it's very fitting that she makes a record called Midnights. And so back to Lavender Rain. It's a great song. I'm going to talk about some of my favorite lyrics, or maybe my favorite lyric. I like Lavender Haze, the phrase. It is a reference to a phrase I think she says is from the 1950s. And it's referring to a period of time, early on in the love, maybe the honeymoon period, before the love has been tainted. And so the chorus is, I feel the lavender haze creeping up on me, surreal. I'm damned if I do give a damn what people say. No deal, the 1950s shit they want from me. I just want to stay in the lavender haze. So it's saying that outside pressure from other people on her relationship, she doesn't want that. Apparently, the 1950s shit they want from maybe housewife. Maybe they want her to get married. I don't know. But I also appreciate that she mentioned 1950s after saying that lavender haze is a phrase from the 1950s. You can count on Taylor Swift to pay attention to the details, that's for sure. So yeah, the chorus of this song, I like it. I think it's connected. I think it sounds sonically really nice. If you haven't heard this song, it would make more sense to you if you had heard it. Also, there's something that piqued my interest when I was listening a few minutes ago and reading the lyrics as I was. Talk your talk and go viral. I just need this love spiral is a lyric from what I believe is the bridge. Talk your talk and go viral. I was curious if this was referencing a couple of things that Joe had said in interviews that had gone viral on Twitter that I had seen. So that was just, something that I'm hypothesizing about, but it piqued my interest when I saw the lyric, because again, you know how detailed Taylor Swift is. And I think her songwriting, again, I saw people on Twitter, something else I saw people on Twitter criticizing was some of the songwriting on this album. And there's one thing I agree on, and I'll talk about it when I get there. There's one thing. But for the most part, her songwriting is very consistent, and I don't want y'all coming for my mother. Leave her alone. The next song is Maroon. When the morning came, we were cleaning the incense off your vinyl shelf because we lost the track of time again. That is the first lyric. It's painting a picture. I like this part, and I chose you, the one I was dancing with in New York, no shoes. Looked up at the sky, and it was the burgundy on my t-shirt when you splash your wine into me, and how the blood rushed into my cheeks, so scarlet it was. The mark they saw on my collarbone, the rust that grew between telephones, the lips I used to call home, so scarlet it was maroon. Are you kidding me? It is poetry, bitch. And she sings all that. It sounds like in one breath. I was like, it just keeps, it just keeps going. Like I said, if you heard the song, it'll make more sense. But that chorus is something else, man. So yeah, I like Maroon. The next song is Antihero. Antihero was the first single, also the song that had the music video I was just referencing. And there's I love the first lyric. It starts, I have this thing where I get older, but just never wiser. Midnights become my afternoons. Like I said, Taylor Swift always talks about nights. She always talks about being up at night. Midnights become my afternoons. I love that. When my depression works the graveyard shift, she continues. All the people I've ghosted stand there in the room. She's funny. I should not be left to my own devices. They come with prices and vices. I end up in crisis, tale as old as time. I wake up screaming from dreaming. One day I'll watch as you're leaving because you got tired of my scheming for the last time. I think scheming is also a motif on this album too, but we'll talk about it again. The chorus, this is something that I think is really funny. Taylor Swift is a millennial, and sometimes we forget, but she will not fail to remind us. I think the lead single of Lover is a great example, and I'll leave it there. But the chorus of this song says, "It's me, hi, I'm the problem, it's me," which I think is kind of. But then she continues, and I like it. At tea time, everybody all agrees. Love this next lyric. I'll stare directly at the sun, but never in the mirror. It must be exhausting, always rooting for the anti hero. And so I really, really, really do like this song overall. It's super fun. The next lyric is funny. She says, "Sometimes I feel like everybody is a sexy baby, and I'm a monster on a hill," which I think is funny. A lot of people were confused by that lyric. It's actually a 30 Rock reference I learned on Twitter. I don't know what that means, but I'm just saying that she's not actually sexualizing babies, people, just in case any of you were confused. Track 4 is Snow on the Beach, kind of featuring Lana Del Rey. When you say featuring somebody, I expect it to be them to have like a verse and like sing with you on the chorus, like actually have like lead vocals. Taylor Swift actually has done this thing though in the past where she'll feature people and they're really just singing background vocals. I can think of Chris Stapleton on Red. I can think of I don't know, other people. Seems like the only people she does actual duets with is Phoebe Bridgers and on Nothing New, and Justin Vernon from Bon Iver for Folklore and Evermore. Seems like that's the people she does real duets with. Because Lana Del Rey really just had some background vocals, vocals that were just mixed into the background, and I was kind of confused by that. But maybe she helped write it a lot. She does have a writing credit, Lana Del Rey. But I just thought somebody as big as Lana Del Rey, like Phoebe Bridgers gets a verse. I'm thinking Lana Del Rey is going to get a verse too. But like I said, I don't know the background of the story. I think people were confused about that online too. But Snow on the Beach, it's a good song. I actually do quite like it. But the next song I love. Track number 5 from Midnights by Taylor Swift is called You're on Your Own, Kid. And this song I'm obsessed with. I am obsessed with. It starts, "Summer went away, still yearning stays. I play it cool with the best of them. I wait patiently. He's gonna notice me. It's okay. We're best friends. We're the best of friends." Anyway. And then she says, "I hear it in your voice. You're smoking with your boys. I touch my phone as if it's your face. I didn't choose this town. I dream of getting out. There's just one who could make me stay all my days." Um, I've I really like this song. And the chorus is the next part. "From sprinkler splashes to fireplace ashes, I waited ages to see you there. I searched the party of better bodies just to learn that you never cared. You're on your own, kid. You always have been." I am obsessed with this song. I don't know. There's just something about it. I think you should just listen to it if you haven't heard it. And if you like this kind of music. Oh! I saw another tweet. I didn't screenshot this one, so I don't have a receipt for the kids. But I'm gonna try to recite from memory. It was something about this record. Midnights by Taylor Swift is a record for people who love False God and songs like that. Like there's a bunch of songs from Lover. Uh, yeah. Anyway, it's like a False God vibe. If you know False God from Lover, because it's a pretty popular Taylor Swift record. Next song after on you're on your own, kid, is number 6, Midnight Rain, which I mentioned a few minutes ago. Midnight, the motif of midnights throughout Midnights, the record by Taylor Swift. Uh, it has like this like poppy like distortion kind of vibe on this the hook. I guess it's a hook really. Maybe a refrain it's considered. "Rain, he wanted it comfortable, I wanted that pain. He wanted a bride, I was making my own name, chasing that fame. He stayed the same, all of me changed like midnight." That's how it starts the beginning. Yeah, I like this song. I liked the chorus because he was sunshine, I was midnight rain. He wanted it comfortable, I wanted that pain. He wanted a bride, I was making my own name, chasing that fame. He stayed the same, all of me changed like midnight. I like that. I think it's good. The next song, number seven, Question, I really love. I really, really love this song. Can I ask you a question? It's just catchy. Good girl, sad boy, big city, wrong choices is how it starts. But the chorus I love. Can I ask you a question? Did you ever have someone kiss you in a crowded room? Hey, and every single one of your friends was making fun of you. But 15 seconds later, they were clapping too. Clapping too. What did you do? Hmm. Did you leave her house in the middle of the night? Oh. Did you wish she had put up more of a fight? Oh. When she said it was too much, do you wish you could still touch her? It's just a question. I like the song. That's the chorus. It eats. Next is number eight, Vigilante Shit. This one caused some controversy that I saw on Twitter. A lot of people are saying it's not a good song. This is actually the only song that Taylor Swift is the sole writing credit to. Most of the songs, the writing credits are Taylor Swift and Jack Antonoff, and there's a couple of songs that include some other people. But Vigilante Shit, I actually do like. I think people can't really get past the first line. The first line is draw the cat eye sharp enough to kill a man. I remember when I said Taylor Swift's a millennial. She's a millennial. But if you get past the first line, this song is quite good. It has like a doom doom very Reputation kind of vibey production to it. I don't know if everybody would agree. I think like ready like the like the revengey part of Reputation, not the love song part. You know what I mean? Yeah, if you know Reputation. I like this song. It sounds to me that it's about the other woman who doesn't know she's the other woman and she finds out and she's not having it. So then she's on her vigilante shit. Um, that's the vibe I get by the lyrics. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys how many times I've listened to this album since it came out. I was gonna do that earlier. So oh shit. Okay, 136 plus 22. 138. Okay, so I haven't been in school for a while, sorry. I have streamed the 20 tracks that Taylor Swift has released from for Midnights 158 times. So that's a lot. In the 3 days since it's come out. The songs I've listened to the most, number one's Question. Number two is Karma. Number three is actually Vigilante Shit, which we're talking about right now. So back to it. I draw the cat sharp enough to kill a man. Honestly, when I heard that lyric, I was like, go off, bitch. Like, good for you, Taylor. I love her. She's funny. Like, I just imagine her in the studio talking her shit. You know what I mean? Draw the cat eye sharp enough to kill a man, and she's like he, like she's like feeling herself. I love that for her. I love me some T Swizzle, bitch. She's bringing her back, resurrecting T Swizzle from the grave. She says she needed cold hard proof, so I gave her some. She had the envelope. Where you think she got it from? Now she gets the house, gets the kids, gets the pride. Picture me thick as thieves with your ex-wife, and she looks so pretty, driving in your Benz. Lately, she's been dressing for revenge. Like, bitch, she's spitting, to be honest. And so, for people to slander this song online, you're lying. And listen again, and read the lyrics when you do it. I bet people don't like it or listening on Spotify because for some reason, when I listen to Midnight's 3 a.m. edition on Spotify, it has the lyrics on the TV. But when I listen to it on my phone, it doesn't have the lyrics. So I've been using this Apple Music subscription that I have but I don't use, and to read the lyrics. And to be real, Apple Music is beating Spotify out in the lyrics department. First of all, Spotify just got lyrics like 6 months ago, and they work, but they're a little crunchy sometimes. But Apple Music has that shit like refined and down. Their lyrics are pretty, and so Spotify takes the cake on most things, in my opinion, because I used Apple Music from 2016 to 2020. First of all, Apple Music users, before you try to come for me. And in my opinion, since I've been using Spotify for like 2 years, it's better in a lot of departments, but lyrics is not one of them. I will give you that. And neither is sound quality. You guys have Dolby Atmos, and spatial audio or something like that. Anyway, vigilante shit. I like the song. Like I said, it's not very long, but she's spitting. So listen to it. Give it a shot. Read the lyrics too. I recommend that. The next song, number 9, is Bejeweled. I love Bejeweled. I love it. 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 She starts, "Baby love, I think I've been a little too kind," which I think is funny. Who's baby love? Such a funny thing to say. She said, "Didn't notice you walking all over my peace of mind. And the shoes I gave you as a present." Like, work. It's funny. But I love the chorus. "Best believe I'm still bejeweled. When I walk in the room, I can still make the whole place shimmer. Then when I meet the band, they ask, 'Do you have a man?' I can still say I don't remember. Familiarity breeds contempt to bring me in the basement when I want the penthouse in your heart. Diamonds in my eyes. I polish up real nice." Like, eat, Taylor. Like, that girl can write excuse me, woman, she's a woman. That woman can write a pop chorus. She is a talented songwriter, and she really shows it in a chorus, man. She's good at a chorus. The next song is Labyrinth, number 10. I'll be real, I haven't had like an insane connection with this song. I don't dislike any song on this record, or the deluxe edition, but I just haven't had an intense connection with this song. I don't. No lyrics really stand out to me. So I'm gonna talk about number 11, "Karma," which is a favorite of mine. I really love "Karma, Karma, Karma." There's aside from the fact that there is a conspiracy theory that Taylor has a lost album called Karma, and then she named a song Karma after having that Karma Easter egg in the Man music video in like 2019 or 2020, something like that. Um, I really love this song. It's a great song. The chorus, again, I love a chorus. Taylor Swift writes a good chorus, so we get along fine. Cause she said, "Cause karma is my boyfriend. Karma is a god. Karma is the breeze in my hair on the weekend. Karma's a relaxing thought. Aren't you envious that for you it's not sweet like honey? Karma is a cat purring in my lap cause it loves me. Flexing like a goddamn acrobat. Me and Karma vibe like that." Like, it sounds better when she's singing it. The person who's making money, and also the production is really fun, and the way it just keeps like winding up. It's like the chorus reminds me. The best way I thought to describe it or articulate it was as a boomerang. If you listen to it, it's just like, "Karma is my boyfriend. Karma is a guy. Karma is my breeze in my hair on the weekend." It like never goes down. Karma is a relaxing thought. It never like, I don't know. Just listen. It just like feels like it's just wow, no, wow, wow. I like it. It's good. It's good. It's good. The next song, number 12, I love, "Sweet Nothing." This one was written with her boyfriend Joe, although it's listed under his pseudonym William Bowery. "I spy with my little tired eye, tiny as a firefly, a pebble that we picked up last July. Down deep inside your pocket, we almost forgot it." Like, poetry, always poetry. Um, I love the chorus. You know what I'm gonna say? You know me. "Cause they said the end is coming. I'm moving on to everyone's up to something. I find myself running home to your sweet nothings. Outside they're pushing, shoving. You're in the kitchen humming. All that you ever wanted from me was sweet nothing." Like, come on, that sounded really not great, to be honest. I also thought the bridge was crazy. Industry disruptors and soul deconstructors and smooth talking hucksters out glad handing each other, and the voices that implore you should be doing more. To you I can admit that I'm just too soft for all of it. Taylor Swift, I hear you. Me too, girl. Um, Outside they're pushing, shoving. You're in the kitchen humming. All that you ever wanted from me was sweet nothing. I love that. You're in the kitchen humming. Like, sometimes the most literal experiences, just the statement of something being done is so beautiful. You're in the kitchen humming. When somebody's not around, you notice they're not in the kitchen humming, you know? When somebody's gone, you miss that they were in the kitchen humming. Something so simple. You're in the kitchen humming. Um, Little things can be profound. That's why I love songs. because the lyrics compared to the way the sound, the way you hear it, the way it makes you feel, it's an experience. Track number 13, the last track on the original album of Midnight's, that came out at midnight on this past Friday, the 21st. It's called Mastermind. And this is top 3, if not top 2, if not number 1, bitch. This song is insane. Because in my humble opinion, this song is about Taylor's career. And it's about the way she has played this chess game of fame, and she's played each era and record and the transition from country to pop, the disappearance in 2016 when she got canceled, and her resurgence, the way she's angled things, when she started surprise dropping, when she stopped surprise dropping, the way she does everything is her Easter eggs, her attention to detail, the way she's a workhorse. I think these lyrics of this song, everything I just said, I'm gonna prove it right now. Listen, the song starts. Once upon a time, the planets and the fates and all the stars aligned. You and I ended up in the same room at the same time, and the touch of a hand lit the fuse of a chain reaction of counter moves to assess the equation of you. Checkmate, I couldn't lose. Which sounds like it's about a romantic partner, which is actually what I thought it was about at first. But if you analyze some of the other lyrics, OMG. She said, what if I told you none of it was accidental, and from the first night you saw me, nothing was going to stop me? I laid the groundwork, and then just like clockwork, the dominoes cascaded and aligned. What if I told you I'm a mastermind? And now you're mine. It was all by design, because I'm a mastermind. That's the chorus. She starts the second verse. You see, all the wisest women had to do it this way, because we were born to be the pawn in every lover's game. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Strategies sets the scene for the tale. I'm the wind in our free-flowing sails and the liquor in our cocktails. No one wanted to play with me as a little kid, so I've been scheming like a criminal ever since to make them love me and to make it seem effortless. This is the first time I felt the need to confess, and I swear I'm only cryptic and Machiavellian because I care. Taylor Swift. I want to know you. I want to sit down with Taylor Swift. I want to talk to her. And, like, I think she has to be one of the smartest people in the entertainment industry. I think she has to be one of the smartest marketers. Not everybody, some people are just artists. Some people are just performers. Not everybody is a puzzle master. Not everybody's a mastermind. Just like not everybody's an alien superstar, Beyonce. Not everybody's a mastermind, Taylor Swift. So that's the final track of the original cut of Midnights by Taylor Swift, which came out at midnight on Friday, the 21st. 3 hours later at 3 a.m., Taylor Swift put out a surprise, which was the 3 a.m. edition of Midnights by Taylor Swift. 7 more songs. Starts with The Great War. I love this song. It reminds me of folklore. It reminds me of folklore a lot. The sound of it reminds me of folklore. Why is it written by Aaron Dessner and Taylor Swift? I just did not know that until just now. That's so funny. So if you don't know, Aaron Dessner is somebody who worked on Folklore and Evermore, so that's why it sounds like folklore. I love this song. My knuckles were bruised like violets, sucker punching walls, cursed you as I sleep talked, spineless in my tomb of silence, tore your banners down, took the battle underground, and maybe it was ego swinging, maybe it was her. Flashes of the battle come back to me in a blur. That is the first verse. And the chorus is all the bloodshed, all that bloodshed, crimson clover, sweet dream was over. My hand was the one you reached for all throughout the Great War. Always remember, tears on the letter, I vowed not to cry anymore if we survived the Great War. I love this song, it's beautiful. But I really, 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 really love the next song. It's called Bigger Than the Whole Sky. It's the second song from the 3 a.m. edition of Midnight. Or not the second song, it's actually the 15th song. But they're bonus tracks. It's the second bonus track. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Um, no words appear before me in the aftermath is the first lyric. And I love that, obviously, because I have an EP called Aftermath that you can stream by going to Linktree. linktr.ee/KOBLIZZY to listen to. You can find all my music there. Oh, not me pulling this blanket all the way up on me. It was just instinct. Honestly, it's kind of cold. Is that inappropriate, you guys? Do I look crazy? I'm gonna do it anyway. She says no words appear before me in the aftermath. Salt streams out of my eyes and into my ears. Every single thing I touch becomes sick with sadness, because it's all over now, all out to the sea. The chorus, beautiful. Like I said, I love a chorus. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. You were bigger than the whole sky. You were more than just a short time. And I've got a lot to pine about. I've got a lot to live without. I'm never gonna meet what could have been, would have been, what should have been you. What could have been, would have been, what could have been you, or what should have been you. I don't know, but it's good. Listen to Bigger Than the Whole Sky. It's really, really pretty and gorgeous and ethereal. Has these vibes. Ooh, he wants to be body roll. I can do a really intense body roll, you guys, but I'm not wearing pants, so I have to be careful. If you're watching the video, if you're not watching the video, you can obviously tell it's a party if you are. So if you don't have Spotify, you can watch it on YouTube, you guys. Everybody has YouTube. This is my body roll. That's not very. Oh, that wasn't very good. Let me try again. My knees are hurting from being on the ground. I'm trying to get on the pillow I'm sitting on. Okay, let me try. I'm trying again. That's better. That's pretty fluid, right? I haven't even stretched. Okay, let's go to the next song. Such an eventful podcast episode. Taylor Swift and body rolls. The next song is Paris. This is one of the songs I was talking about earlier when I said this is the one thing. In the chorus of this song, she says, like, we were in Paris, like we were somewhere else. And that doesn't rhyme. There is just no way about that you can try to act like that rhymes. That's it. I write songs, so that's it. I just pay attention to stuff like that. And like, not that everything has to rhyme, because not all songs don't rhyme. I'm sure all of my songs don't rhyme. I'm not saying that. Don't go fact check me. But I feel like that was intended to sound. If you listen to the song, I feel like it was supposed to sound like it rhymed. Like, I think she was trying to pass it off as a rhyme, and I just don't think that rhymes. But other than that, this song is super cute. It's just about being somewhere else with your lover. Cause you were my lover. Cause you were my lover. Is that how it goes? My. I don't know the rhyme. My. That was a little pitchy. My. Okay. Moving on. The next song, High Infidelity. High Infidelity, put your records on and regret me. I've been the truth. This song I like this one because it feels a little shady. I saw something on Twitter. She mentions April 29th in this song, and there's something to that, I think, with Calvin Harris, one of her ex-boyfriends. And something, I don't know, a night of infidelity to him? I don't know, something like that. This song is fierce. I like this song a lot. And the chorus is a banger. I was dancing around. I put your headphones on and burned my city. Your picket fences sharp as knives. I was dancing around it. Do you really want to know where I was April 29th? Do I really have to chart the constellations in his eyes? Girl. High infidelity, period. The next song is Glitch. I like Glitch. It has a vibe. You think I'm finna glitch? You can kind of ride the beat a little bit. It's kind of one of the songs that, like, it would play in a coffee shop. It has a good vibe to it. I like Glitch. 19, Would've, Could've, Should've. I saw online this one might be about one of her ex-boyfriends. And um I this one's also with Aaron Dessner. I like this song. It's like about a love I regret. I would have stayed on my knees, and I sure damn if you'd never looked my way, I would have stayed on my knees, and I damn sure would have never looked, and I damn sure would have never danced with the devil at 19. And the God's honest truth is that pain was heaven, that the pain was heaven. And now I'm grown. I'm scared of ghosts. Memories feel like weapons. And now that I know, I wish you left me wondering. Um, and the final song, number 20 on the deluxe 3 a.m. edition. It's like ASMR. I don't know why I just did that. Like, this is an ASMR podcast. That is so funny. It's called Dear Reader, the final song, number 20. And I'm trying to pull up the lyrics. Dear Reader, it feels like a trap. This is another song I don't know if I've had much of a connection to yet. Maybe just because there's 20 songs and it's been 3 days. But obviously I have listened to it a lot, like I said. So I've heard it. But I just don't remember anything standing out. But I can give some final thoughts on Midnights because I really like this album. I'm excited to see what the next singles are. I'm excited to see what other records it breaks. There was one thing that I forgot to mention that it also broke the Nielsen record for the amount of vinyl records sold. It was 400,000 so far, and it's literally been like 2 days. So that's insane. So, yeah, Taylor Swift is a fantastic artist. She is a promotional visionary. She has a method that is hers and hers alone, and it works for her like nobody's business. You know what I mean? And so I really do admire her, and I've loved her for a long time. Like I mentioned in the first episode that I made about Taylor Swift, because this is the second one, that I fell off for a couple of years at one point. When she first transitioned to pop, and that's true. But ever since I've come back to her, Reputation brought me back. Ever since Reputation, man, yeah, she is. I love Taylor Swift. I wasn't looking at the camera again for a minute. I don't know how long. Sorry, but yeah, Midnight is really good. Um, and I really wanted to talk about it today on this episode. So I hope y'all love Taylor Swift as much as I do. And if you don't, it don't matter because this is my show and not your. I'm Trixie and Katya. This is my show. This is our show and not yours. If you watch, you know what I'm talking about. I love Trixie and Katya. I love Trixie and Katya. I love Trixie and Katya. Trixie and Katya. Trixie and Katya. Trixie and Katya. This is ASMR. That is so funny. Should I show you my signed Taylor Swift CD? In honor, it's not Midnights, but it is a signed Taylor Swift CD. Well, to be real, I'm not exactly sure of her location. High infidelity. Oh. Here she is. If you're watching the video, it says Taylor. T, I don't actually know what it says. I think it's a T, maybe it's a T and an S. I don't know, but it's signed and it's in the plastic. You know, I'm not going to sell it. I just don't want to play this one. I have an unsigned copy also, actually. So, yeah, talking about Taylor Swift, that's all I was going to do today. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please tell me if you listened to Midnight. Talk to me about your favorite tracks. If you haven't listened to Midnight, listen to Midnight. If you haven't listened to my EP Aftermath, because, you know, Taylor Swift did mention it in Bigger Than the Whole Sky, one of the 3 a.m. edition tracks from Midnight, you should listen to my EP Aftermath. You can go to my link tree to do that. That's in my Instagram bio. And you should go to my Instagram anyway, because I've been posting a lot of gorgeous modeling pictures recently because Honey is working. A queen is, well, trying to work. A queen is doing photo shoots, but a queen is trying to be booked, honey. Honey is doing auditions, okay? A queen is trying to get there for the kids, you know? I feel like I don't know what that was about. My modeling agency gave me a bag. Isn't it cute? It says Ursula Weidman Models on it. It's a tote bag. Yay. Do I have anything else to show you? I think that's it. This was fun. I need to get a LaCroix on camera so they'll sponsor me. Another ASMR moment, a swallow. Thank you guys for watching this episode. I feel like I looked at the camera for most of it, but I'm sorry for the times that I didn't look at it, which was probably also often, probably 50-50, to be real. But I hope you enjoyed it, irregardless. Please let me know what your favorite tracks from Midnights are. Let me know on KOBLIZZY, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, wherever you want to go. You can follow me while you're there if you don't already, and I'll give you a kiss through the camera. I love you, even if I don't know you. And I hope you have a good week. I'll see you next time. This has been KOBLIZZY, Kobe Warner, out.